guys, I'm here with a new project. I have kind of put this together haphazardly. It's not all together, but I got this idea from Nik the Booksmith. She uses these file folders a lot, and I just replaced a bunch of these, so I have some of these left. And my idea was to make a garden journal where I can keep record of, you know, what plants I plant, what I've had success with, how I'm planting them, the type of soil I'm using, when I start my seeds, when they start to sprout, all of that. So I am going to use this as the cover. I want this journal to be super organic looking, which is why I've got the torn edges. I'm leaving that. I have put a signature together, which has quite a few pages in it, actually. It's a pretty thick one. As my hope is to kind of use this over the years. And the reason I'm using this cover is because this is something I can maybe bring outside with me, leave in my little cart, and just, you know, take notes in the summertime, see, you know, what kind of flowers work to bring the bees in, all of that. It's just basically a way to document my annual gardening, because I do garden every year. It's something I'm passionate about, and I learn something every year as well. So anyway, I wanted to do a little bit. This is very minimal decorating because, again, this is going to be used outside. So this is not going to be like a highly decorated with pockets and ephemera and all that stuff. It's really a record-keeping journal. So I did put pretty papers in, of course. I am going to put, I think, some pockets in here for maybe like receipts or like favorite things that I have, like little if I buy already grown flowers, which I probably will, the little sticks that have the name of the flowers, that would be a good place to keep those, that type of thing. So I actually have seen, I think Mrs. Coggs, oh gosh, this is probably 2 years ago now, but she had done a gardening journal because she's an avid gardener as well. And so anyway, she had done her garden. So let me just kind of do a flip through of the signature, and what I want to do is do a little bit of watercoloring, and I brought with me a couple of stamp sets. This one I'll definitely be using. I know it's hard to see because of the packaging and the sticker. I bought this from an Etsy shop on and I don't remember the name of the Etsy shop, to be honest with you. But I've got these music notes, birds, bees, little leafy things. Beauty is everywhere, which I definitely want to stamp. It's got some dragonflies, a butterfly feather, a bird, a doily, which I'm not going to use the doily in this particular journal. But the rest of these I'm definitely going to use because I really feel like this is an awesome, awesome way to use these stamps. And then this one I picked because it's got this little stamp here that has some birds on it and some leaves, and I do have birds that nest in our trees. So I definitely want to represent, like, this is a nature gardening type of journal. So I have some mulberry paper, which again I ordered from an Etsy shop. I'm not sure the name of. But if you just type in mulberry paper, you'll find a bunch of shops that, you know, that sell it. So, this is an AntiquePaperie from a mega bundle kit that I had downloaded. I believe the name of the kit is Wanderlust. I just liked the colors with the blues and the greens, very muted. Again, this is not supposed to be decorative. This is just supposed to be for documenting my gardening. I did put some grid paper in here because I would like to do like a diagram of my garden when I figure out how that's all going to go. I did put some mixed media paper in here. I did leave the edges on just for decoration. Some tea-dyed paper, more AntiquePaperie. This is again a Wanderlust kit. I did use like legal size paper. This is dictionary paper. That's just for decoration. And it had a beetle on it, so I thought that was kind of good, as it has a little beetle or ladybug on there. Some more lined paper, just some music paper. This is another AntiquePaperie, and then she does have like a tea-dyed kit, and I did just print that on the back. So that's that. And then more grid paper, tea-dyed, legal. So basically it's just a naked journal. There's a couple of pieces of scrapbook. I'm sure I'll be taking pictures. I always do. So the scrapbook paper is nice to put like a little snapshot of some flowers. More tea-dyed, mixed media, legal paper. I did flips in here. I'm not putting pockets in the actual signature. More tea-dyed. This is just a piece of scrap paper that was on my desk. Music paper, more lined paper, tea-dyed. And then the center is a piece of AntiquePaperie, and I just have that folded because that was really long. So it's the same on the other signature, just, you know. But my idea for this is to, today anyway, is just add a little watercolor, nothing big. I want to maybe do a little bit of doodling. Let's make sure, yep, you're recording, okay. Don't mind my calendar, I had to change it. We are not in March, we are still in February. But my calendar is in March because I had a little cat incident on my calendar. So had to throw out February because of that. So anyway, I have never really used mulberry paper, but I really do want to see if I can stamp that beauty is everywhere quote on there. I just think that would be like a really perfect place to put that. And I'm going to use my Stays On in the brown. I have like an espresso Stays On. Okay, I did get my acrylic blocks out because that's always easier to stamp something like with words on the acrylic block. So this is the Stays On that I have. Oh, it's called Spiced Chai. I knew it was drink related, beverage related. So, and I love spiced chai. Chai tea lattes, chai tea, so good. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a good day. I am having a good day, getting my office together, my office space together. My husband put my desktop on today. I had a vanity which had like a curved edge, and it's super shallow too. So he took a board and he screwed it on for me, and then I'm gonna cover it with some, oh, that's pretty. I like it. I know it didn't go all the way through here, but that's okay. That looks very pretty. Oh, I like it. Okay. So, and the other thing I'm thinking, maybe we'll put this little leaf. Okay. So anyway, he put that on there for me, and then I ordered some contact paper. So I am going to put contact paper on my desk so it's not just raw wood. Yeah, I could have had him finish it, but honestly I didn't really want to. I wanted it to be, alright, let's maybe, well, that's where it's going. And I'm just holding this down because this is mulberry paper. I've never really stamped on it before. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. I love it. That's adorable. Okay, great. So I like that. That's going to be my first page. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so do I want to put something on this side here? Maybe we'll put a feather on this side. I just want to have like something, you know, that represents like what I see in my garden, which I do see, you know, bees and butterflies, birds galore. I've got a bird feeder, so I just think it's kind of nice to be able to celebrate that and be able to keep a record of my my garden, because it is a passion of mine. My goal this year is to get a greenhouse. I am gonna wait until the end of the year to do that because they are obviously gonna be discounted, but I did find a greenhouse that I want, and I know exactly where I want to put it, and it won't take up, hopefully it won't take up too much space where I want to put it. So, but having a greenhouse, that means I can start my garden that much earlier. So, and actually my plants will survive. Like right now, I have to start them indoors, which finding a place for my plants already, my house plants, is an issue. So finding a place to store my greenhouse, which I have in like one of those like plastic ones with it's just a cheap one. But it's what I have, and it works, and it's great, and I am going to have to put it in my kitchen this year because there's not really any other place to put it. So it's going to go in my kitchen. But that's my first page right there. Isn't that pretty? So, anyway, I'm going to leave those. I'm not going to stamp on that. I definitely want a watercolor on the mixed media paper. I do feel like that's perfect and warrants it. So I do have my brush, I have my water, I have my watercolors. So I think I'm going to stick with like the blues and the greens and the yellows, just because that's what the AntiquePaperie kit is. So, but anyway, yeah, I am going to get a greenhouse. And this year my greenhouse is going to have to go in my kitchen. It's also the brightest like room in the house. I've got the biggest windows in there, and anyway, so yeah, it's just gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not making any pictures right now. I'm just putting some color on here. I was watching Helen Colebrook. I never watched her before, but she did that collaboration with that I think it was Tracie. Oh, Joie de Fi did that. It was a bunch of channels that did it. Joie de Fi organized it. It was your favorite projects, and you know what, you know, for 2021, like had a junk journal, and she definitely did some pretty watercolor stuff. And so yeah, I'm just kind of trying to mimic, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna do exactly what she did, but I'm just trying to, you know, just add some color in here and make it pretty, because that's what we do. Even though it's a gardening journal, I still want it to be pretty and colorful. So, but I did buy, and I'm very excited about it, I did get all my supplies that I need for starting my seeds, which I'd like to do definitely the beginning of March. I'm thinking February, because this February is frigid. So I was going to try starting it this month, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to hold off until March. But I have all of the stuff I need. I've got the seed starting soil. I've got, what else? I've got a heating pad, which I know that sounds weird, but I have been doing a lot of like research on gardening, and tomato plants and pepper plants, they really like the warmth, and it encourages their growth. So yeah, I'm just blending this out. So alright, so that's blended out, but oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? I love it. Just very simple. Adding a little color. I can still write, stamp, draw, whatever I want on there. So I'm gonna blow this dry just because that's gonna be easier for me to work on it. Okay, it's not all the way dry, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Okay. Oh. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna keep that page like that, and then I think we're gonna just do this inside page because I've got this going on. So maybe let's do some, I don't know. Let's do this blue here. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It's freezing here still. We have like really, really cold temperatures, and it's been that way for like weeks. So we're pretty well tired of it, honestly. It's pretty much been enough for all of us. I'm not a fan of the brutal cold. Oh yeah, I've got this pretty green here. This is kind of like a lime green, and it's really pretty. So let's just let's just kind of go on the top on this page, do something a little different. So my husband and I have been watching a lot of NASCAR because that's back. I had a super bad headache yesterday, so I actually missed the duels yesterday. So we've been watching like a pre-race stuff, the qualifying. The race is on Sunday. We've been watching qualifying and all that. My driver is doing okay. So that's good. All right, I like that. I think I'm gonna just leave that like that. All right, how bad did we get on the back here? Oh, not bad. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got that on one side and that on another side, and my kitten's in here wanting to be ornery because he is ornery. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna nest those in the pages that we've already kind of flipped through. Okay. So I did want to do like a little bit of doodling in here as well, just because, you know, I want this to be my journal and, you know, personalize it. So I think the tea-dyed is a great place for that. Okay, this is a Pilot G2 pen. I do not have art drawing pens or any of that fancy stuff. This is as fancy as I have, and this is a bold 10. I don't even know what even that means. But I really like these pens. I use these pens pretty regularly in my planner. So I hope this isn't boring to you guys. It's just, this is how I'm decorating my journal. And I'm not an artist. I mean, I'm an artist. I am an artist, but you know, I'm not super, I'm still learning and practicing and all of that. I'm a growing artist. How about that? And when I was a teenager, I used to doodle all the time in my notebooks. You know, when you were supposed to be paying attention to the teacher. I didn't do that. I drew very basic flowers. So that's what I'm going to do. And then maybe we'll color them with some paint. Again, this is really terrible. Like, look at that. It's just terrible. But you know what? That's okay. Maybe I'll just go around very scribbly like that. So that way it all kind of looks like it's supposed to be like that. So Valentine's Day is coming up really soon. Today I'm filming on Friday. And so Valentine's Day is on Sunday. What do you guys have planned? Anything in particular? We are going on a road trip. We like to take day trips every now and then, and that's what we're doing. So yeah, should be kind of fun. I'm excited about it. What else? I used to draw. Ask me how I used to draw roses, but I don't even know if I could still do it. You know what? Let's just leave that and paint it. And I will do pink because, I mean, I love pink. Who doesn't love a pink flower? I love a pink flower. Now, hopefully, this doesn't bleed too badly. It might. It probably will. Again, these are not professional art pens. It's just what I have. But that's pretty good. It doesn't have to be super perfect. Let's do an orange middle. This is just about having fun and decorating my book. There's a little center. And I think I will do the leaves in this lime green. And I'm going to do the grass and I have a darker green. Actually, I kind of like it. It's just pretty and simple and not overdone. So let's just kind of do that. There we go. That's pretty. I like it. It's cute. How adorable is that, guys? So cute. Loving it. Oh, it's so the little things that make me happy. Oh, it did bleed through on the other side though, so that's something to keep in mind. But I don't hate that, actually. I think it's kind of cool that it went through a little bit. All right, I think let's do some stamping. So I have this dragonfly. I think it's kind of perfect. And I do want to have it flying into the page. So I'm going to put it right up there. Oh, how cute is that? Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's a sunny day here today. We have had very cold temperatures, and I looked at the forecast when I got up this morning, and it showed that it was going to be very chilly and that we were going to get more snow. So, that's great. Okay. I have these washi tapes. I think I got these from SMTiffanyLane. I'm almost positive that's where I got these from. And I just think this would be kind of a cute thing to add to the page. It's like a teals and greens, which is kind of the colors that we're going with. So I just want to put a little bit down at the bottom here. Right along here. So have you guys watched anything lately? I mean, besides NASCAR, we've caught up on Chicago, the Chicago shows, which we both really like. So we're caught up on those, and then we also, I'm waiting impatiently for Grey's Anatomy to come back. I don't know what is taking so long for that. We don't really watch a whole lot of TV. Like, we pretty much watch YouTube. It's kind of what we watch anymore. Because, well, there's not a whole lot of great selections on TV anymore. And shows that I used to watch I no longer watch for reasons. So, like, I don't watch This Is Us anymore. Because I didn't care for how they handled the whole COVID-19 stuff, so I felt like it was completely overdone. Okay, I'm going to say that page is done. So that's good. Let's put this one here. This is kind of cute because it's got house plants on it, which of course I love my house plants. It's a garden inspired kit. It's got some trees, flowers, clovers. It's just pretty. It's right up my alley. And if you've seen, I did that washi project that I posted the video yesterday. So, okay. I did actually post the video yesterday, but it's not going to be uploaded until Saturday. And this video will be uploaded for Sunday. So, I'm filming ahead because we have plans on Sunday, and I typically do film Saturdays and Sundays is kind of what I've been doing. So, anyway, I do want to leave these. I'm going to leave that. I don't want to have this overfilled with stamping and such. Oh, see, I feel like this would be a perfect place for something right here on this side. And I'm thinking this bird with the trees behind it would be a great place for that. And then maybe what I'll do is just go over that a little bit with some watercolor. So maybe well, this is stays on, so it should actually be fine for stamping and then watercoloring because stays on is a permanent ink. So I'm gonna do that. Worst case scenario, I have to cover it up with something, but I don't think I will. So, sorry guys, I forgot what I was talking about. So, do any of you guys garden? Do you enjoy plants and being around plants? I am a Virgo, and that's an earth sign, so can you see why my plants are kind of my thing? I need to be surrounded by like nature. I just do. It's what fulfills my soul. Okay, so this, we're not doing anything with these pages, so I'm going to set those back in there. And then just set that, because I do want to do a little watercoloring on here. Okay, so, yeah, so nature is, like, something I really need around me. Like, besides my kids, my fur kids, I really need to have plants around me. Like, I have a menagerie of plants, house plants. Right now they're in my craft room, most of them, but I've got some in the living room. I've got some, yeah, that's gonna be good. Kitchen, or not living room, my craft room and my kitchen is where I have, most of my plants. And that's because my cats can't get to them. So yeah, that's a thing. If you know cats, you know they like eating your plants. So anyway, they like eating my plants anyway. So they have to be not within their reach. Some of my plants though, like I was telling my friend yesterday, I'm like, I've had some of my plants for like decades. I mean, it's just a thing. Like, I take care of them, you know. They've been in most of the houses I've ever lived in. My plants have been one time or another. So yeah, it's like a thing for me. I need to have them, weird as that is. So we've got that, which I think turned out cool. You can see the pearlescent over the stamp, which I like. That kind of knocks the bird back a little bit, and I don't mind these lines. That's because I have an inkjet printer, and so this kind of grunges it up a little bit more, so I like that too. And you can see that this goes pretty well. If I can get this to cooperate, I can show you. It goes pretty well with the background I picked for the AntiquePaperie. So I like that. That's great. Couple more maybe with some stamping and some watercoloring, and of course I have to have some butterflies in here. What would a Kristen journal be without a butterfly or two? Let's see, what else do we have going on? Let's see, let's do this other mixed media paper. Here, stick that back there. Oops, and that's there. Okay. So I definitely think let's do some blue. Whew. The air's coming up from below my feet. My feet are cold. Let's kind of just do, oops. All right, let's just do, the thing about mixed media paper is it's kind of meant for this type of project, you know, and it is very white, so I'm just doing a light wash of the blue on here, so it's going to be very subtle, and I'm okay with that. I think I'll go down here with the green to kind of, oh, that's curling, which of course paper does. So let's do, again, very washed. down here. I'm okay with that being a little bit darker down there on the very bottom, and then just bring it up right here. Okay, super subtle, and I love it. So the pages do curl a little bit, but you can see it's very, very subtle, and I love that. All right, let's get that butterfly. Okay. Kept hearing noises. I thought my dog was eating the cat's food. He likes to do that from time to time. So I think, okay, I'm gonna do this. I might have to get a new one of these too. I did just have to replace my black StazOn because it wasn't really good anymore. It's drying out. Okay. So I'm putting the butterfly down here just because then I can write on top of that. Okay. Oh, that's cute. That's very pretty. And the other thing I want to do is I have, this is my Distress inks, and I do want to take the music and just do like a green background, so it's just, it doesn't have to. Okay guys, so my battery did die, and I decided to just finish the decorating on my own. I didn't want this to get too tedious for you, so I did do that. I also put the signature together. I did actually just sew the signature, and then I just tied this twine so the signature can slide in and out for when I actually put the folders or pockets in. I can do that without the signature actually being in there. So, and this way, if I really if I run out of space in this journal, I can just keep the cover and slip out the inside. So I actually am really happy with that. I like the twine. Again, it's very natural. I did tie a double knot in there. But let's show you how we have it decorated. We stamped here. I'm just gonna, just to keep this from flipping, I'm gonna just put my water on there. So we put Beauty is Everywhere and this little like twig on the mulberry paper, and then I've got the AntiquePaperie. We did some painting on here with just some watercolors, and then on this page I did some washi and then some doodling, and then painted my doodle. More AntiquePaperie. That's all of that. So on this side, I did actually just take some of my watercolor and I colored in the body of the ladybird. I was going to say ladybird is what they call it in Europe. My ladybug. And I also did highlight with just the watercolor, the definition of the ladybug. So, yeah. I didn't realize that the ladybug was named after the Virgin Mary. I did not know that. So that's kind of cool to know. Anyway, so then I did a little bit of washi tape here, just to decorate that tea-dyed page. I left all the lined pages blank on purpose. Here's the other this is actually AntiquePaperie, and then on the back I just stamped and watercolored. I really like how that turned out. I didn't do anything on that tea-dyed. Oh, yes, I did. Here and here, I just did some music note stamping, just to add a little something. I did it on this tea-dye paper as well, and then added a piece of washi. This was one we did together. This was the one we were working on when my camera died. So what I did was I took the washi and I put it on both sides of that page. So where is that? Oh, right here. So I just took a long strip of washi with this like trees, and I had it come out across onto this side of the page. Oh, my nose is itchy. I put a little bit of washi on that page. I put a stamped bee right up here. That's the center of the signature. On this side, I did stamp a bird. Oh, my nose is so itchy right now. Okay. The back of the signatures actually don't have a lot of decorations on them. But there's the other side of that trees right there. And then I just did a little tulip there, which I painted, doodled, scrapbook paper. There's AntiquePaperie. I probably could do a little bit more doodling on the other half of the page, but you know, that's okay. It doesn't all have to be done in one day. Looks like that's pretty close to done. I put a dragonfly there. There's a watercolor paper, or well, it's not watercolor paper, it's mixed media paper, but I watercolored on it. And then on this side, I just did a little doodle with some leaves and painted those. Like that. And then this side, I just stamped the feather on it. So this is my garden journal for now. I do want to, I have a bunch of these that I actually were flowers I picked. This was actually from my lilac bush. It's actually seed pods from my lilac bush. I Mod Podged a napkin or tissue or something over the top of it. This is too big for that. But I do have other ones. They're in another folder put away right now. And I would like to maybe use some of those pressed flowers on the cover here. But I will do that in a separate video, along with putting in some pockets in here and figuring out a closure system for this as well. So that's my gardening journal that I'm going to be using this year, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I do want to say thank you to the new subscribers. I have gotten quite a few in the last couple weeks, so I wanted to say hi and welcome, and thank you so much for subscribing. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!